Hey, KB.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And thank you for having this information session.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for being here and timely. You were the first one on, as you can see, so you are welcome to continue muting yourself, doing what you're doing until I guess more people join. There's a total of 9 of us, so I'm hoping that mostly everybody joins, but I'm double checking the invite just to see what the numbers are looking like.
Okay, take your time. Thank you.
Thank you. And if nobody joins us by 7:05, I will get started. It's being recorded so they can get the email recording.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
Here. Hi, Kat. I see you're on mute. If you are not able, oh, look at that cute picture of DK.
Good evening. I sure did forget. My bad. I'm glad you sent the text message.
No worries. I should have probably sent an email reminder, but I think you're the only one who didn't accept it in your calendar or for the calendar invite. So I just wanted to make sure. I texted a few other people, so hopefully they're on their way.
It's funny. Me and Ted talked about it this morning. But that was this morning.
That was this morning. I'm gonna text 2 other people, and then who is meant to be here will be here, and everybody else will catch later. It's being recorded so people can review it at their leisure. I just like people to be here to ask questions when they're available. All right. I guess 7 o'clock is not the best time. People are finishing up things in their daily life. Me who works from home, I don't know the struggle of the commute. But they'll, like I said, they'll hop on when they can. Okay, sorry, I'm texting one more person. Mhm. I think I have everybody's number in my phone except one person, which is really good. Everybody forgot. It's a Monday and yesterday was daylight saving. Okay. All right. I've harassed everybody officially, so hopefully everybody will trickle in when they can. Welcome. Thank you. Happy Monday. Happy March. What is today? March 10th. Just a week and a half away from our trip. I realized that our trip was so close and I kind of was getting a little nervous. I usually do these much sooner, and my apologies. I mean, sometimes it's good to have it closer to the trip date, but I just came back from Brazil and I didn't want to risk, scheduling this while I was out of the country. So I scheduled it closer to the trip date. But because this is a wellness trip and not a ton of moving parts, I feel like you guys will be well equipped even a week and a half away with the information we're about to receive. Okay, so I like to start off these information sessions just by giving you an overview of what's going to happen and then doing a round of introductions. So this is an opportunity for us to meet and greet each other virtually before the trip. Again, it's called a kickoff, so we're jump starting our trip and getting excited for it, hopefully. With just a week and a half away, probably some of you are packing already, like myself. And just getting ready mentally, emotionally, physically to be in another place in less than 2 weeks. So we will again meet each other, learn a little bit more about each other. As well as learn more about the trip, the accommodations, the itinerary, the country. Hopefully I can answer any questions people have as of now. And we will be that much closer to being on our way to Nicaragua. Okay, so I do not, I'm gonna save all the really juicy icebreakers for when we actually get on the trip. But for now, we can start off with something light. And if everyone would just go around, I'll start. And so lead by example with sharing your name. It could be your preferred name if you want to share a nickname that you prefer to be called. Where you are calling from or where you are traveling from, if you're not calling from that place. And if you can't talk, it's okay, you can type. And I'll talk for you if you do put it in the chat. And then what is something, this is a question that everybody might just have to tap into a little for. What is something that you have to bring with you on any trip that you go on? And don't use an easy answer like your phone or your wallet. Like we want to get to know you. And everybody's tied to their technology, but we want to know you. So dig a little deeper and share that. And I'll start. So my name is Lisa. I live in Washington, D.C., and that's where I'll be traveling from. And something that I have to bring on any trip moving forward is I have this little crystal that I feel like has been bringing me good energy for the last couple of years. And I kind of sometimes forget about it, but I do pack it in my travel bag, and I try to like sleep with it near my bed. I don't know, it could be superstition, but I feel like it brings me good juju and safety. So that's a little something about me. Um, Everybody else can just go at your leisure. You can volunteer yourself, or I can volunteer you to go. So please be that person and volunteer.
I'm happy to volunteer. Thank you again for having this session. I definitely appreciate it. I am Kimberly Bush. I use she, they pronouns. And there are a couple of things that I need to have with me when I travel. One of them is a framed photo of my mom. She is my beloved and no longer with me. And I just love having her with me, not only in my heart and my spirit and my soul, but visually taking trips with me, as she would do her best to take trips here and there with me, when she was still with me. The other thing I have to have are my golf clubs, which is, well, it might sound a little odd, but I do enjoy. I do enjoy being outdoors. Period. And I definitely love the game of golf. So my golf clubs, a photo of my mom. Oh, and I need my incense, my nag champa. So I bring that in my little. I have a lighter that is it's rechargeable, so it's perfectly fine to put in luggage. So I just bring my nag champa, my incense holder, and I'm golden. So yeah, that's what I've got. Thank you for asking.
Oh, I love that. What a great list. Thank you for sharing that. And where are you calling from?
Sorry, I'm calling from Washington, D.C., and I'll be departing from Washington, D.C.
Thank you. And thank you for also including your pronouns. For those who would like to also include those, please feel free. I use she, her pronouns.
Oh, and another name I'm happy to answer to is KB. So my name is Kimberly Bush, but please call me KB as well.
Thank you. Okay, who would like to go next? Name where you're calling from or traveling from, and what is something you have to travel with?
I can go next.
Thank
Hi, everyone. I am Tanitria. I live in Los Angeles. That is where I'll be departing from. So I travel a lot for work, and I typically take a travel candle for protection, just to kind of light it, just to make sure I'm safe in different areas. And then also, I have to travel with a personal first aid kit.
We are prepared people. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, 3 down.
So I can go next. So I'm Kat. I'm traveling from Baltimore. And the thing that I always been traveling with since COVID is Lysol and wipes.
Not mad at those. Those can come in handy. And we know where to find them. Though Apigeo Collective is very, very clean. They still have COVID safety precautions in place. So but good to know. Thank you, Kat.
Hey Lisa, I'll go next. I apologize for not coming on camera. I forgot all about this call, so you don't even want to know what situation I'm in right now. But I am in Maryland, and
Are
so
you in
I'll
the
be.
bathroom, April?
Am I in the bathroom? Girl, no.
The bathtub. The bathtub.
Oh, bathtub. Same thing. No, ma'am.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Not quite. No, ma'am. But so I'm she, her. I am, like I said, I'm in Maryland, so I'll be traveling out of DC. And I was trying to sit here and think of something tangible that I always bring with me, but that kind of varies, right? I am huge into kind of being spiritual and that kind of thing. But I think the one thing that I always try to travel with is an open mind and having the ability to pivot without being like bogged down and just kind of beat up because something changed. You kind of have to release the control and know that everything is always working together.
Shay, thank you for sharing that.
But I will always have stomach aches. So if anybody ever needs any stomach medicine, I'm going to have some Pepto-Bismol and some Tums and some antacids or something for you.
We love that.
Okay. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Taya.
I'm up here trying to figure it out. Hi, everybody. I'm Taya. I don't even know if I'm on screen. I'm sorry, I'm at work. I live in Baltimore, and I'll be leaving out of DCA. And you asked something that I always travel with is my portable wine glass, but I also travel with. I also bring certain crystals with me and things that I keep in my bag. So that's me. I don't know. Was there something else that I missed?
Nope, that was
That's
perfect.
it. Oh, okay, perfect. All right. I'm gonna mute myself back out. I'm in the salon. Just 1 second.
Thank you, Taya. And do we have everybody who's on? I think so. That was lovely. Thank you, everyone. A+ for participation. Okay. Well, we are a little bit into it, so I want to make sure I cover everything in the travel guide, which is what I'm mostly going to be presenting to you tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen with you. Also, I know that some people, well, nobody's on camera except Kimberly and I, which is completely fine. Stay off camera, but that also means, oh, Fela didn't go, but I'm assuming Fela, you can't talk. If you want to introduce yourself later, you're welcome to. Oh, wait, you can talk. Go. Yay. We can hear you. No, we cannot hear you.
Okay, hold on.
That's better.
Hold on. Hello?
That's perfect.
Okay, wonderful. Hey everyone, I am Fela. I'm driving, so I'm trying to be safe while I'm driving. I'm from DC, leaving from DC, I think, or Maryland, one of them. Something I always bring with me when I travel is a journal. Just to note my feelings, my thoughts, and memories of the moment. Because it's important to stay present and be present. And so I enjoy being able to write in the present moment or have memories to write things. Yeah. She, her pronouns. I think that's it. See? Excited to deal on this adventure with you all. See? Okay. Sorry, I'm going back to mute.
Okay, yes, drive safe. Drive safe. Everybody just be safe where you are. We need you to make it to Nicaragua next week. Okay, thank you for that. And yes, you were rounding us out. There's only one person I believe who's not on tonight, and maybe they'll trickle in and introduce themselves later, but that was a great round of first introduction. So thank you for participating. I was saying that if you cannot be on camera, that's fine, or if you cannot look at your phone, if you're just listening, that's great. This presentation, both the video and the link to the travel guide will be emailed to you either later today or early tomorrow, so you can start reviewing it at your leisure. But I do like to go over it because it's a lot of information, and people do have questions, as I present it. So it's just good to flush this out and get acclimated to the trip. Okay. Everybody's in the right place. We're all going to Nicaragua. you already know who you're traveling with because you signed up and trusted me with your hard-earned money. So thank you. And your time and your energy. So thank you. We're gonna have a great time. This is an overview of the travel guide, and it is 22 pages. And I get it, I'm not trying to give you homework, just trying to make sure everybody is prepared as possible. If you want to just look at the packing list, you can just click this right here. It's a live link when you come back to it and check this page out or these 2 pages out. You don't need to sift through the whole thing, but I did want to tell you that little trick just in case you want to skim through this more quickly. The first couple of pages are an overview of where we're staying, as well as Nicaragua. I think a lot of you know this story, but part of the reason why we're going to Nicaragua is because I was on Instagram one day, I think Instagram, or maybe I was looking stuff up online as I often do, like cool places for queer brown people to travel. And I stumbled across Apogeo Collective, and I was drawn to this. I think I found them in 2000. I don't know if it was 2023 or 2024, probably 2023. I was drawn to this space because one, it was in a place I've never been to before. I don't even know if Nicaragua was high on my radar, but I'm so glad I found it. And 2, it is owned and operated by queer Black women. And I just think that it was amazing that they at least one of them traveled to Nicaragua, fell in love with the country, with the people, with the space, and wanted to contribute to this space. And so they started up this collective, which is for us, by us. They are very intentional in what they're offering and bringing. They want this to be a safe space, a haven for our people. And so that is that we are their ideal, we are their target audience. So they are so excited to have us in their space and welcome us for the next week. It is my first time to Nicaragua, and I think it's maybe everyone else's except for Fela's. So I'm looking forward to hearing all the wisdom that Fela has to impart. But I did do plenty of research just to give you guys some intel on what to expect. If you haven't looked up the weather yet, it is hot while we're there, which is great because it's been a very chilly winter. We are going to a developing nation. So just to set expectations, we do not have all the amenities and luxuries of the States, but there is a lot of love, a lot of soul, and a lot of culture, which we will find in the people, the history, the music, the food to experience when we are in Nicaragua. So I'm very excited to explore this area with you all and be surrounded in a loving environment full of queer travelers, and just brown people brown Indigenous people that we can relate to. Why, of course, this is a great place for almost most travelers is we get a mixture. And how this trip was set up is initially I was thinking wellness trip, but I always have to have some cultural exploration. So as you'll see in the itinerary, and you probably saw online on the website, there is plenty of wellness and relaxation, but we're gonna do a little adventure. We're gonna go, not all of us, but the person who added it on is someone's gonna go scuba diving. We're gonna do a boat trip. We're gonna do a walking tour and another boat day ride. So we're gonna see plenty of the country. And then there is some built-in free time, so you can explore on your own and do absolutely nothing and stay at the property and enjoy the pool and the food. Or you can get out and visit a volcano or go golfing for the day if you're bringing your clubs, and see the different beautiful spaces that make up where we're staying in Nicaragua. You should all have an up-to-date passport. If you don't, you better I'll call my friend who works at the White House tomorrow. Not the White House, the Senate. She works at the Senate. We can get that expedited. No, but I'm sure everybody's fine. Just so you know, if you are filling up your passport, you need to add 1 page to the back because they need at least 1 page to stamp. There's a tourist card that everyone is going to need to purchase when they arrive in Nicaragua. And it's a very easy, seamless process. It costs $10 in USD, so make sure you have cash on you. Or you can take out, I don't know if you'll have a chance to take out Nicaraguan, Cordobas as soon as you get there before we have to get the tourist card. So I would just plan to.
Hey, is it okay if I speak on this for a moment?
Please do.
Hey everybody. So yes, I love Nicaragua. Favorite place, one of the top 10 places to go. So when you come to the country, it's best to have like exact $10. I thought it was $12, but it might be $10, but like they can't really break it. They may not be able to break it 20. And so if you have the exact dollars and smaller bills will be helpful. And at the airport, you can change your money to Cordobas. Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Priscilla. That's super helpful.
And then also, wait, last thing is Apoyo de Laguna. Laguna de Apoyo is a volcano lake crater that is just the most amazing place to go. Even if you don't they have it's pretty much like a day resort pass type of thing where you can go and swim if you want to, or just eat and chill. Sometimes I don't know which one we're going to, but they may have a spa available, like massage or something like that. So yes, indulge in that, please. Okay, now I'm going back on mute.
Thank you. That was very helpful. I looked up this information online for the tourist card, but of course having someone who has firsthand experience and who knows is great. So bring a 10 and bring some ones just in case it ends up being $12.
And question, Lisa.
Yes.
So when we're at the airport, is it best to get money transfer? They don't really use American money. Is it better? Because I know some countries, you can go to Jamaica, they don't really want you to get Jamaican money. They want American dollars. So is the young lady saying that it's best to switch our money over?
No, I'm saying you can do both usually. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, usually it's best. So they'll take cash. They'll take a US dollar, of course. But then they're also open to Cordobas as well. But the US dollar goes further than Cordoba. So yeah, they weren't really mattering for that. Sometimes maybe on they can also use your card. They can still use your card if you need to use your card. You can do Cordoba, then you can do US dollar.
Okay.
A lot of time, yeah,
but it's safe to just go on and just get money transferred over into their money. Just to say, I guess.
Yeah, to get the exact amount for things if you want. But also sometimes depending on the activity, they'll say how much USD will be for the same price.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so they make it accessible for both.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Thanks, Fela, and thank you, Taya, for the question. I'll go back to the page that I was on, but just to give a little bit more information because we are on currency. There is a currency page, so check it out. According to the last few days, the conversion rate of one USD is equal to 36.53 of the local currency.
I'm a little bit sorry.
You mad?
No.
You mad our money doesn't go that much?
It doesn't go far. It was 36 a dollar before, so now it's a little bit different. That's okay.
No, it fluctuates just like the stock market. but we're
Right.
still gonna be good. We're gonna make out. So in my research, and just in my traveling, I do like to bring some US currency, and because USD is so widely accepted there, I would recommend bringing $100 to $200 of USD in small bills. I don't know that you need to bring all ones, but probably mostly ones and fives. I know sometimes when I travel out the country, they don't accept ripped US dollars, so try to make sure they're intact. But then also when I go to a country, I do like to get some of their currency out of the ATM. I usually do this at the airport, but for those of you who prefer changing money at a money exchange place, you are welcome to do that too. All right, we'll come back to
Oh, I can wait till you come back to currency. I can wait.
No, I'll just finish it now. You can ask your question and then I'll finish going over the page.
Oh, I was going to suggest that what I find helpful for myself is, and I don't know if anyone has found this helpful as well, is to order and have money delivered to me before I leave. So I use an online platform called Currency Exchange International. So I just estimate how much funds I feel like I would need, like for the amazing humans who take care of me and their tip and so forth and so on, to be able to have that. So I'm not having to worry about, getting cash and exchange rates or anything while I'm there. I've already estimated how much I need, and that's how much I bring with me. So I just wanted to offer that as an option if anyone hadn't already thought about that.
That's a great advice. I have follow-up questions. Did you order any for Nicaragua?
I was about to on this weekend, but I thought I'd wait until this conversation to then learn more about, what your thoughts on it was, and I would go ahead and order after today.
Okay, and how long has it taken you in the past to receive the money?
I think I did it the last time I did like a 2-day. I feel like there's a standard shipping. I think it's 2-day. I just don't remember. But it hasn't taken long at all. Like I knew after this conversation, no matter what, I would have time to order and have money delivered to me.
Okay, that's good to know. I
I'm
usually
happy to share the link of the platform if you'd like. I'm happy to.
Oh yes, please do. I wrote it down, but yeah, please share in the chat if you have a chance. I usually order, that's great to know that there's another platform. I usually order through my bank. But my local banks, Bank of America, did not have any current of their local currency.
Yeah, that's what I've always found when a lot of places I've traveled to, they're like, yeah, we can't get that, or that's going to take a month, and it's like, you know what, I'll just find somewhere else that's speedy and that's pretty reliable, and then I don't have to worry about anything. So I'll share the link to the website in the chat.
Thank you for that. Also, for those of you who like to use your credit cards for tracking or points, I also appreciate a budget. So I love, Kimberly, that you said it at the beginning and you use what you said you're gonna bring. But for those of for when the money runs out, if the money runs out, or for those who want all the points like me, Visa and MasterCard are widely accepted. Credit and debit cards, I've made the mistake of bringing my American Express to a lot of places and they have turned me down. So make sure you have at least one of those on deck for backup. It is safe to withdraw money from ATMs. I would do it at the airport, maybe like $20 to $50 worth. Just because you're gonna most likely get charged a fee. So make it worth your while. And I already mentioned the money currency exchange places, which will be available at the airport. We are staying in a private accommodation, so they do not offer money exchange there, but if you pass by a hotel, by all means, potentially stop in and they could exchange it there. I think that's all I want to mention about money exchanging, but I love that we get to talk and educate ourselves about stuff like this. And thank you for teaching me something new, Kimberly.
All
right. Any other questions about money? Okay. I always advise people to get travel insurance. You never know what's gonna happen. I've heard some really bad horror stories and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't give you a refund. It's a week before the trip. So invest in yourself and your vacation. And if you haven't already, get travel insurance just in case. It also covers medical expenses when you are abroad as well. They do not accept your Blue Cross Blue Shield. I have some links just in case you want to sign up for State Department, embassy alerts, and more information about the country. And the immigration form, that will be sent out as well. So we can, and when we start the group chat, which will be either tonight or early tomorrow, I'll also put that in the group chat as a reminder as well. Okay, moving on. Everybody knows the airport. Is anybody flying into a different airport other than MGA?
Hey, Lisa, can I interrupt you for a second?
Of course.
We are extremely backed up in immigration and passports because we've had to let go of some of our staff. So if you need any help and you see that you're running behind, give me a call and I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. We got the hookup, guys. Thank you, April.
Right.
Always good to have intel. Appreciate you and your service. So back to airport and addresses. Is anybody flying into another airport outside of this? I put it on the website, but there are 2 airports, so I just wanted to confirm, as I'm confirming transportation, that everybody's coming into MGA. Okay, I'll take silence as confirmation. Everybody is flying in within an hour and change of one another, except you, Fela. Sorry, you have a little bit more waiting to do, but we'll talk about that. Buy yourself a drink or something at the airport. Or you could journal, because you will be bringing your journal. Because where we're staying is a good 2 hours away, I thought it might be nice for people to be able to ride together. So if you are arriving at 12, I believe it's 12:30, the next group gets in at 1:21, and you guys should be out of the airport and on your way to the house by 2 o'clock, which is right on time with check-in, which is 4 p.m. This is the official address to the house, the guest house, the main house, and the guest house is right next door. If you want that address, I can give it to you. I just didn't want to confuse things for people, as this is our main meeting location. And I did note on the bottom right-hand side that when you're filling out your customs forms, to use this specific address that they've advised us to use, as well as the local number. And if you are using Google Maps or working with a taxi driver, and I have numbers and contact information for local drivers who are trusted and preferred by our accommodations. But if you happen to get a ride from someone else other than them, and they just tell them to put in Google Maps Apogeo guest house, and that will bring you back to the property. Okay. All right, again, everybody will be added to our WhatsApp group chat after this call, so we can have a space to connect and talk about travel tips and get excited for the trip. I love when people share packing pictures. You can take a picture of what the item is that you shared, or items that you shared, and your must bring on your travel. We would love to see those as well. I would have a prize for the first person to finish packing, but that was me, and I can't give myself a prize. That's really unfair.
What about for the last person? That'll be me.
Okay, well, I'll consider that, April. I don't know that you get a reward though. But thanks for your honesty.
Talent. to pack 5 minutes before you leave the house.
I don't know, April, we might be up for a challenge. This is Taya here. Once you get to know me, I might beat you.
It is a true talent. I will bow out gracefully.
I'm always late and last minute.
But don't be late. But don't be late for your flight, Taya.
No, I'm not. You know, I'm flying with Kat, so no, she's gonna be on me. I'm sure.
Okay,
She'll help me out.
Good. And I don't know if anybody has a direct flight, but please, from personal experience, pay attention to gate changes, because I just had an incident that I'm not even going to tell you guys. It's too embarrassing, but pay attention, or you might be sleeping in the airport, and getting on a flight the next day. And we need everybody to arrive on time, always, or for the first day of the trip, because we don't want you to miss out. There is internet at the accommodations, and I didn't want to crowd this. They have like 5 different internet router networks for one of the accommodations. I really wasn't trying to confuse things, so I will share that in the group chat when we arrive. Yeah, so there is no confusion there. And again, I will add everybody to the group chat, but if you don't see your name by any chance, like sometimes I have to sometimes people don't have WhatsApp, and so I can't add them. Then you are welcome to, after you download it, just scan this with your phone to gain access to the group chat. For those who might want to save a few dollars but still have data, these are eSIM options that you can look into. I've put as much information that I could find with research. I do not have personal experience using an eSIM, so honestly, I'll just say the websites are user-friendly to navigate if you did want to purchase those or explore those. I always just buy the extra data package with my phone company. It's like $10 a day. And if you really don't want to, if you want to put your phone on airplane mode while we're on the trip, I respect it. Just know that you need a friend on the trip who has data, because if there's an update in WhatsApp, I don't want you to miss it. So, and there shouldn't be any last minute changes while we're on the trip, but I still want to be able to have a way to communicate with everybody. It's a small enough group so we can just yell across the house, but just in case, these are your options. All right, we already talked about all the monies. Just some nice tidbits of information to know about LGBTQ life in Nicaragua. It's always good to, just know what you're getting yourself into, what to expect. And so in my research, I found out, and maybe Fela can share a little bit more about her personal experience, but our rights have been complex and evolving in Nicaragua, as you can imagine. As a Central American country, they might not have the same protections or rights as we do here in the United States, even though who knows if we will still have those same rights, but that's a whole nother conversation. So yes, read this at your leisure. I'm not trying to, scare anybody. It's safe. We're going to be safe. We are well accepted. As you can see, we're staying at a queer-owned bed and breakfast accommodation, so we are in good company. But I do just like to give people some background information. Okay, please look at the weather before you go when you're packing. It's going to be hot, very, very hot. You don't need pants unless you want to wear them home or on the way there. This is probably a shorts and a skirt / dress, whatever you want to wear, but light clothing, because it's going to be 90s during the day and 70s as a low in the evening. We'll have a good amount of daylight starting at just before 6 a.m. And then we'll get a lot of, and then we'll, like it is now for a lot of us, well, as of yesterday, the sunset will be around 6 p.m. So over 12 hours of daylight is good with me. I've been looking at the weather and it is dry season, so don't expect much rain. I have included on our suggested packing list, a poncho or a light rain jacket or an umbrella, but you could also just bring an umbrella if you to shade the sun too, so it has multiple uses. All right, you already know what we're doing, but just to go through it, I also will be sending a detailed itinerary with times as a separate document, just easy to refer to. All of these things will be pinned in the WhatsApp group, so you can easily refer to them as well. You don't have to sift through your email. Once I add you to the group, give me a day or two and I'll add these to the top of the WhatsApp chat group. But as you know, you arrive at the airport and you will be, hopefully you will find each other. I feel like, you know, we're going to be easy to spot. So you find each other fairly easily. And then when you come out, there will be, after you get through customs and all of that, you come out and there will be a Leslie French travel sign. And you will be greeted by a driver who will pick you up and transport you safely to our accommodations, which are about 2 hours away. I will suggest we will be staying again in a bed and breakfast. So breakfast will be provided on every day except one where we have an early outing, so that they cannot provide breakfast on that day. But I would, if you don't travel with snacks, I always ask my driver to stop at a grocery store on the way. The place that we're staying at, you can order food with them for food that's not provided for an additional cost. But if you like to snack, or you just might want to get like a cup of noodles or like a couple gallons of water for the stay to refill your water bottle, then this would be a good time on the way to the accommodations to ask the driver to make a stop or two. They're all very accommodating, and so I'm sure they will be happy to make that stop for you at a grocery store or a convenience store. So when you get to the accommodations, we will have a group tour of the accommodations or a tour. You'll get to get settled, be shown to your room, but then we'll do a tour of the property just so everybody is aware of where things are. And then after a little bit more settling and relaxing, then we're going to come together and do a heart opening cacao ceremony, which will have a bit of movement, and we'll do some intention setting. You don't necessarily need to like put on workout clothes, but just want to make you aware that we will be moving for this activity. Mostly sitting, but still some movement. And then we will enjoy a welcome dinner as we get to know each other the first night. Travel days are always hard though, so I don't like to plan too much. So everything on this is optional, though I will encourage you to show up for everything, at least to see how you feel before you decide whether you don't want to participate or whether you want to participate or not. Day 2 is a long day, but it's a good bonding day for us. So this is the day where we're leaving early, and we are going to enjoy a lagoon experience and see some of the countryside. There might still be time to join in on the scuba diving lesson. If you really want to make that happen, just let me know sooner than later, because plans do need to be made ahead of time just to prepare for all of the necessary devices that come with that. You don't need to be an avid swimmer, but you should feel comfortable in the water if you do want to participate in that. This is not for a certification, it's for an experience, so it's not that strenuous, but a lot of fun. And then in the evening, we will return to our accommodations, wind down after being out in the sun and exploring for the day. And we'll do some guided breathwork and meditation led by the wonderful Fela, who this is what she does, but you'll see. Day 3, we will enjoy a full day Granada tour after having a classic Nicaraguan breakfast. And then we get to explore some colonial charms. So this is our history day, our leisurely history day, mixed with a relaxing boat ride as well. And then we will come back to our lovely retreat accommodations and where we will we'll wind down and enjoy a beachfront sunset yoga session. Day 4 is our half-day catamaran tour. There's a lot of water in this trip, if you couldn't tell. Followed by a deep stretch session by the pool after a leisurely breakfast. So we'll be a little active on day 4 in the morning. And then we'll get to, I guess, turn up a little. Taya, you might make full use of your travel wine glass, as you can probably keep it well stocked while we're on the catamaran. And then day 5 is technically the free day. There's built-in free time every day, but this is, if you're gonna do something, if you're gonna explore, this is the day you'll want to plan for that. So Kim, I'm sure you already worked it out with the golf resort, but this is your day where you're gonna make use of those clubs. So after we do guided morning pages workshop, so Fayla's gonna get use out of her journal, as will everyone else. You'll have the day to reflect, explore. For those who booked a massage, this would be one of the days. I booked 2 massages, so I'll be getting rubbed down at least 2 days, but especially on day 5, that will be the hour-and-a-half one. And then we will close out the day with our farewell dinner celebration and savor in the final moments together of the trip. Actually, the next day will be the final moments, because we're, for the most part, the group is leaving together. After a very delicious breakfast, we will pack up and head to the airport on another 2-hour journey. Okay, any questions about the itinerary?
You had mentioned free time. I did book a massage, but I don't think I could have it on the 5th, just depending on how far away the golf course may be and travel and so forth. Is there another day to be able to have the massage, do you think?
Yes, so I've communicated all of our massage requests with the accommodations. I'm pretty sure they're waiting till we get there to finalize like what times those take place. But they know that several people signed up for massages, so they'll build those in accordingly.
Thank you.
Is it too late to sign up for massages?
It isn't. I don't know if you can do it on site.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if like Dominican Republic, so we were signing up the day before. I don't know if that's how it works. It might need a little bit more planning. So if you do think you want to get a massage, you can still add it to your package. And
I see.
I'll communicate. I mean, I can ask them if there's on-site massages, but I feel like they're going to be bringing people from outside onto the property to do the massages. I don't know, they'll just be on call. But you can sleep on it and then let me know sometime this week if you do want to add it.
Yes, I will. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Okay, think about it.
Yes.
Any other questions? Okay, and I know that Fayla is going to be a great resource because her top 10, and just probably has great tidbits of wisdom. So I'm sure she'll share in the group chat if people have questions about excursions to do, or again, you can just take the day for yourself, or flow and figure it out when you get there. All right, I'm going to go really quick with these next few pages because again, you can kind of read them at your leisure. Transportation and getting around, there's a whole page about that. In the group chat, when we actually get to Nicaragua, I will share the taxi. I have like 6 local taxi drivers' numbers. I didn't want to bombard people, but I will share that information as well. that the accommodations just shared with me. So we will have people that we can communicate with. Most people, by the way, in Nicaragua, they're going to be using WhatsApp as a method of communication, whether texting or calling. So it's just, it probably would behoove you to have data just for that purpose too. Okay. The cuisine. I don't think I've ever had cuisine from Nicaragua, so I'm really excited to taste the food. In my research, I've heard that it's very flavorful. I'm looking forward to trying these tamales, and these cheese-filled tortillas. These things come up a lot when you look up, popular dishes in Nicaragua. I've recommended some restaurants, but again, if you don't want to leave the house, like in the evenings, they do have, you can, like when we go to our lagoon trip, right? If you want to stay out and grab food for dinner, like you don't want to go right back to the accommodations, you are welcome to, and just catch a ride with a local driver. That's a bad example because we're probably gonna grab food together and all go back like an hour after the day's activities. But on another day, if you just want to stay out and explore and have dinner, it's safe and easy to get around, especially with these drivers' numbers that I'm gonna give you. And these are some restaurants that, again, might be good to check out, but I'm also a fan of street food and just flowing. So if you see a place when we get there, that would probably be a good option to check out as well. But this is just a starting point if anybody's a foodie. Average meal cost $3 to $5 for street food. Sit down restaurants are $8 to $15, and if you want to splurge, not necessarily American prices, but $25 to $50 will get you like really fine dining. Tipping, not required, but appreciated as is everywhere. And there is a 10% service charge typically included automatically. But of course, nobody's gonna turn your money away if you choose to round up and give them a little bit more change. Water and safety. I don't suggest drinking the tap water. Our accommodations does provide locally sourced, I don't know if they say filtered water, but it's safe to drink. I don't want to give it away, but I'm giving, there will be a water bottle in your swag gift bag when you arrive. So you don't have to necessarily bring one if you don't want to. There will be one for you to use when you get there. But you can also bring your own. I like this. I have a metal one that I like to bring because I need my water to always have ice. Traditional breakfast. This is what we'll be eating. Yeah, get ready to eat good. Food's gonna be good and fresh. And April got tummy medicine on deck just in case it doesn't agree with your belly. And I bring a first aid kit too. So everybody got you covered. You can review this at your leisure. As well as, and we can talk more about this in the group chat, but I found some queer nightlife and things to do. For those who want to get out and explore a little bit. I feel like I'm gonna call you out, Taya. This is Taya. Taya probably will be out. Yes, okay. There's safeties in numbers though, so buddy system. And then last couple of things, I give a detailed packing list. Just suggestions. You don't have to follow it. But at least review it. Just, you might not think that you need wet wipes, but it would be good to have. Bug spray is highly recommended, as is sunscreen. And all of the rest of the stuff on these 2 pages. Just review it and, pack at your leisure. And then last but not least, I do like to, so I could hire a photographer to come capture these moments and make everybody's trip $300-400 more. Y'all are the best photographers, right? So we're gonna take our own pictures and I'm gonna incentivize sharing them for people who want to capture pictures, right? So we do have a group photo album. So if and when you want to share, you can drop it in our group photo album. And these links will be here after the, these links will always be here to refer to. So, okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. Sorry I talked a lot, so, but I did want to make sure everybody had that information. Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. I thought I pressed the button. I didn't. Okay. I know I shared a lot of information. Again, I'm going to send that for your review at your leisure. Any questions that you can think of right now?
Hi, it's Nakaya. I unfortunately joined a little late. I do apologize. I got home late, but did you already kind of go through who was actually going on the trip, or will there be an opportunity for introduction prior to meeting, or is it just on the trip we all meet?
We will do that for you again, Nakaya, just because you joined. We're very
No,
excited
no,
to
I'm
have
so
you on.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I wanted to do another like icebreaker. So this is perfect. And it'll just be a little one. Also, Nakai, we do have a group chat that will start up tonight or tomorrow. I think I'll start it tonight. So we can also just chat in the group as well. This is our one chance to get like to have this virtual session, and not everybody hopped on camera anyway. So a lot of people, it'll be a surprise what they look like. Don't worry, it might be a surprise for me too, as I don't think I know what you look like. But you're in good company. But we'll go around and do another, and no problem if you have to hop off. It'll be 5-6 minutes tops. Say your name, say what you're most looking forward to on this trip. And then tell us your favorite cake flavor. Or pick another dessert. Lisa, I'm most looking forward to the views. I've the views. The views are gonna be really great. Also I just luck out, and there are some amazing people who come on these trips. So I'm really looking forward to connecting with you all and relaxing and sleeping. And my favorite cake flavor, I'm kind of plain. I like vanilla cake with chocolate frosting. Everybody can just volunteer themselves, so I don't have to volunteer them.
I'll go next. So I'm April. I am most looking forward to the cacao night. I don't like chocolate, but I heard that it was really just kind of deep and rich in tradition. So I'm really looking forward to that. And favorite cake flavor would be a key lime cake.
Ooh. Thanks, April.
I guess I'll go since I probably restarted this all over again, and you guys probably already did it. But my name is Nakaya. I'm really excited to be going on this trip. I normally do all my trips by myself, so this will be a first time with a group. I'll be celebrating my 43rd birthday, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, I like peanut butter cake. Those like old school sheet pan peanut butter cakes that my grandmother, my great grandmother used to make, or chocolate cake.
Good choice. Thank you, Nakaya. Three more. Thela, Kimberly, Taya, you got a favorite cake? What you most looking forward to moment to have? All right, bye, Kimberly. Kimberly shared in the group chat, and I'll also put this in the follow-up email, the money ordering site that they order their currency from, if anybody wants to do some last minute ordering.
Wait, you asked me, Lisa, what was my favorite cake? Did I hear you ask me that? I'm sorry, because I'm at work too. What'd you say?
You're fine. Yes, reintroduce yourself, Taya. What's your favorite cake? flavor, or dessert? And what are you most looking forward to?
Oh, okay. Well, my favorite cake would probably be either lemon pound cake or my favorite desserts is creme brulee. I like pudding like textures, and I this is my birthday month, so I'm just looking forward to being there and really just absorbing what Central America is going to show. This would be the third country, and I loved Honduras and Belize, so I'm sure I'm going to fall in love with Nicaragua. I'm just super excited for the experience. You know, I love you, Lisa, girl. You know, I love you.
I love you too. We're gonna turn up for you and
Yes.
Kim's birthdays.
Yes,
Sorry,
we are.
Sorry. Is it? Sorry, is it Nikaya or Nakia? I'm so sorry.
No, it's Nakaya. Nakaya.
Nikaya. So it's Kaya, not Kia.
Right.
Got it. All right. I just came back from a trip with a Kia, so correct me. Give me like three strikes, but I'll get it.
No worries.
All right, I'm writing it phonetically so I remember. All right, Fela, Nitria, would you like to share favorite cakes and what you're most looking forward to, and reintroduce yourself to Kaya and the group?
She put it in the chat. I guess she said she just arrived to the airport.
Got it. Be safe, Tanitria, who is looking forward to renewal, relaxation, and fellowship. Oh, I love that. Favorite cake, strawberry cream cheese. All the good. I'm getting hungry, guys. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so. And then, Fela, would you like to share? No pressure. All right, I know Fela is driving, so Fela might not be able to hop off mute for safety purposes. Kaya, you will. I do this is recorded, so it will be, the link will be emailed for you to watch, listen to at your leisure, along with the travel guide, which I went over, and the itinerary. And I will add everybody the WhatsApp, where we will do another round of introductions. Because it's all a form of icebreaking and getting to know one another. I'm really looking forward to this trip with y'all. This is the trip I've been most excited about. When people ask me what trip this year are you most excited about, I'm excited about Nicaragua the most, because this has been I've been thinking about this trip since 2023. And I'm excited for you all to be on it with me. If you do have any questions after today, email is the best form of communication for me right now, or text or call before the trip. When we're on the trip, just send a message in WhatsApp and at me if the question's specifically for me. But if it's a question that the group might be able to answer, like a general question, like, do you need a converter plug? And I believe the answer is no, because I did check that and it said you can just use your regular plugs. But you can just extend that to the group, because anybody might know. And we're all great resources of information. But if it's specifically for me or has to do with the accommodations, I'm happy to answer it, and at me, just so I can get it, make sure I see it. But I look forward to seeing you all in a week and a half. Happy packing, beautiful people. Yeah, and I'll talk to everybody in the group chat. Oh, April, you're gonna add something else?
No, I was just gonna say thank you for putting this together, because this trip has totally slipped my radar. So thank you for the reminder.
No problem. Thank you for being here. Okay, well, I hope everybody has a good night. And again, reach out with questions. Reach out if you want to add that massage, Taya. Let me know in a couple of days if anybody wants to go scuba diving. I mean, it's been cut off, but I feel like I can squeeze it in. So, but maybe not when we get there. I don't know. The accommodations really they needed people's flight information like a month ago. I was like, I don't have it. We're still working on it. But anyway, I will see y'all in a week and a half. And safe travels. Happy packing. I'll talk to you in the group chat.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you
Thanks,
all.
Lisa.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Good night, April. Good night, Kaya. Good night, Fela. Good night, Kat. Good night, Taya.
Good night.
Night.